Hello everyone, it's Max. Welcome to another Tesla video. Just to give an idea of what it's like living with, we're going on a week away holiday down to Brighton from Cheltenham. Car's fully packed, as you can see, and it's now a limited edition Duo motor because my L fell off on the motorway. Daughter's in this Joey 360 seat. We've had a few child seats in the back of the car. They all fit really well and she really enjoys it, especially with the glass roof. So the weather's a bit crappy, as you can see it's been raining. But we're going to be doing the journey today, 125 miles. I've charged up to 98%. The car projected reckons 289. So we'll see how that goes. That's an average of 249 kilowatts, which I think I'll get below. And 289 compared to what the actual car monitoring system thinks, 327. So sort of 40-ish miles difference. So then I'll always flip this back to percent, because I think there's no point having the mileage showed up there, because we always use the energy consumption one for actual mileage. And I'm planning to stop at a Supercharger on the way today, so I don't really care about range. And that's one thing, everyone talks about range, but having owned this now for quite a while, range just isn't a thing. You charge at home, it's great, or if you're going on a long route, there's always Superchargers. You can see now as we're approaching Gatwick, the battery's preconditioning ready for some fast charging, which is good. And we've got to the Gatwick Chargers, which is an actual Tesla garage. Didn't realise that. Most Superchargers I've been to have been a service station, which are perfect because it takes about half an hour. You go out, you get a burger, you get a drink, come back to your car. But we got there with 53% versus 46% as predicted, so we've saved 7%. It always seems very pessimistic. So we are hooked up and supercharging. I've put the limit to 90%. We're going up from 53, so we're adding 37%. That's going to take 30 minutes. Which is sort of a perfect stop time really, even on a long journey. I say annoyance that this one's not a services, but we're going to sit in the car and think of other stuff to do, which firstly involves getting Netflix on. Don't use it too much, bit of a gimmick, but whenever I've got my daughter and we're stuck somewhere waiting, I always put it on and it keeps her fully entertained. Just for a laugh, we broke out the beach buggy game as we waited. Something again which she loves, and it passes the time pretty well. So you get a notification on your phone and look on the Apple Watch there that supercharging is going to be complete in 5 minutes, so time to start moving. Car's back up to 90%. We're going to go from Gatwick down to Brighton. We're going to do a little trip in between down in Brighton of about 40 miles, and then it's going to be back home 125 miles. Stopped at the supercharger now, just to do it on the way at the start. I think we wouldn't need to supercharge again for the whole route. But if we did need to charge again, then we've got a couple of superchargers on the way home. So again, it's just not a thing. And again, having owned the car for a while now, I always just drive as per old cars I used to have now. At the start, I was doing speed limits and trying to, get behind lorries and bits like that. But yeah, that's completely gone out the window. I just drive the car normally now and don't worry about range. And it's brilliant. No issues with it at all yet with range or any anxiety at all. Importantly, especially when you're leaving the car sitting and you're away, I've turned Sentry mode off. It burns about 1 mile an hour, so that would really catch you out if you left it sitting for a while with Sentry mode on. So now we're going to jump 20 miles from Brighton over to Beachy Head, have a day out there, and then back to Brighton. So sort of 40 miles added on to total. Right, we had a nice holiday with a little trip in between, and we're about to go home. So the car reckons we were getting there with about 3% battery. Originally it was trying to take us past a supercharger. But from experience, I know it's really pessimistic. I know if you get into a bit of traffic, you're going to save a lot. I reckon we're going on the M25 today. We'll get traffic and we'll be a bit slower. So I'd be very confident we make it back in a oneer, which is why I've taken it off going via a supercharger. But we're going near 2 superchargers on the way back. So what we'll do is 2/3 from the end, we'll just make a decision what we're going to do. And then here we are, 87 miles in of the 130 odd mile journey. We've got 17%, so we could easily make it home in a oneer, which was good to do. But the kid wanted a bit of a break, and so did I. So we've pulled into the Oxford Supercharger, which is quite nice. Got quite a lot of stalls here. And if we set up, walk over, go and get some food and stuff, and then come back, the car only needs about an extra 5-10% more for comfort. But I just leave it charging as long as we're going to be there. But what I want to emphasise is on this whole journey, we did quite a big journey down to Brighton, a little journey in between. Journey back, we could have done it all on a 30-minute charge at the start, which is why I just don't think anyone, if you're thinking about getting an EV like this Tesla, it's just not a worry one bit. So here we are hooked up Gatwick, just getting some mileage just for the sake of it while we go and have a bit of a break. If you sign up with a referral code when you buy a Tesla, like I did with a friend, you get 1,000 free Supercharger miles. I'll put a link at the end of the video if you want it. So I'm still using my free miles, so I may as well chuck them in when I can. Right, we are back from our week away. We have done a total of 348.4 miles, used 82 kilowatt hours with an average of 236 watt hours per mile, which is decent. We could have easily done the trip with just using that one 30-minute top-up charge. And then cost-wise, I always charge it up at home using the 5p Octopus Go rate, which if we said we did it all from home, the 82 kilowatts, that's 82 times 5p, which comes out at a grand total of £4.10 for this whole family trip away in terms of fuel costs, which is just brilliant and so hard to ignore. I think people need to realise more that it's so cheap to run, for now anyway, until the government taxes the hell out of electric. But let's dig even deeper to running costs. So I've done a total of 4,333 miles using 1,058 kilowatt hours. So that is times my 5p rate that I always use, £52.90 to do all those miles. In my old car, that would cost well over £1,000, so the difference is just humongous and really hard to ignore. I hope I've been of some help in helping you make an informed decision if you're interested in Tesla. If you use that link there, when you buy one, we both get 1,000 free Supercharge miles, which I'd always appreciate. And again, if you're in the UK and you want the cheap Octopus Energy, 5p at night for 4 hours, which you can get about 40% charge in every night because it's about 10% per hour. Again, we can split £50 as well if you use the link. But for now, I'll catch you later. Thanks.